Ha ha ha! How you feeling? I feel good. All right. So today, folks, we're running down to the end of the unit here. We're going to start talking about the percent application study guide because we're getting ready for the percent application test. So, guess what? I'm back. All right. So, let's get jiggy with it. All right, here we go. Now, you should have this either, or you're going to see on the PDF on your computer, or of course you'll have it in your copy here that hopefully I've made for you and you've got. So we'll just go through these one at a time, go through talking about how to work them. Some of the directions on here are a little bit different than what I've taught this year, so I'm going to go through and actually show you the way I've taught you this year, because I've used a little bit more proportion method than maybe I have in the past. So in this first section, just a review of percent of change here, okay? So it says when you're trying to find the percent of change and the price has gone up or down, we call that percentage of increase or decrease. Remember, if it goes up, it's an increase. If it goes down, it's a decrease. And here's a little example problem we're going to work together. So when I was 12, I weighed 145 pounds. Now that I'm 42, I weigh 212 pounds. What is the percent of change in my weight? Okay. So if you'll remember when we did this, we talked about change over original equals x over 100. Okay, so that's just something that we started using throughout the unit, so that can help us. We can set up that percent proportion, look a little something like that. Okay, so to get the change, of course, I used to weigh, when I was about y'all's age, 145 pounds. Now I weigh 212 pounds. So to get the change, of course, I got to do 212 minus 145. So I got to subtract those numbers. Okay, don't use the ages, use the pounds, because it says what is the percent of change in my weight. So what's 212 minus 145? Well, if you need to use a calculator, you can do that, you can, but hopefully you know that's 55 plus 12, which would be 67. So the change is 67. I'll change it. So my change is 67. My original weight, of course, would be back here when I was 12, so that would be 145. So my whole proportion would be 67 over 145. That's change over original equals x over 100, because we are looking for the percentage. Okay. So then from there we would cross multiply. Of course, 145 times x is 145x. A one-step equation.
So of course, to solve that little one-step equation, that is multiply. So the inverse of multiply is divide. So you're going to divide that by 145, and you're going to divide that by 145. 145 divided by 145 is 1, so those cancel out to a 1. Now we got to do 6,700 divided by 45. I'll scoot that over just a little bit so you can see it better. So 6,700 divided by the original number here, which is 145, and that means that is going to be 46.2. We're going to go to the nearest tenth place. Okay, so since there's a 0 right there, that means we are not going to round it up. It's just going to be 46.2, 46 2/10%. Make sure you put the percent sign on it. Okay, now has my weight gone up or down since I was 12? All right, so when I was 12, I was 145. Now I'm 42, I weigh 212. So that would be an increase in my weight. Okay, so 46.2% increase in my weight is what we would do for that one. Okay, change over original equals x over 100. Subtracting, got the change of 67. The original weight's 145. And we solved our proportion like that. So there's your little percent proportion. Change over original equals x over 100. Okay, so you'll be using that sum in a couple different places. So there is how you do number 1. Okay, moving on down here. Okay, number 2, discount, sale price, tax, total question here. So Taylor bought some items at Walmart. Her subtotal was $87.91. She had a coupon for 20% off. Had to pay 6.75% sales tax. What was her total amount? Okay, so again, I kind of used a little 4-column method on something like this. So we did discount, sale price, tax, sales tax, and total. Okay, so we did a little something like that for that problem. Okay, so all our items added up to $87.91. Then she's going to get 20% off. So $87.91 times 0.20. Okay, $87.91 times 0.20. So again, if you would want to use a calculator for that, you could. Hopefully you can do it by hand. Hopefully you can multiply all that stuff by 0 and then multiply the stuff by 2. But we're going to speed it up here on the video just so we can do it a little bit faster. $87.91 times 0.20, because we're getting 20% off. That means our discount. Okay, again, if we go into this problem, we're going to the hundredths place because we're doing dollars and cents. Since there's a 2 right there, okay, that is not going to round that up, so it's going to be $17.58 in the discount world. Then we're going to take that over here and we're going to subtract it away from the original price. So $87.91 minus $17.58. Okay, $87.91 minus $17.58. Again, hopefully we'll just do this one by hand. We'll take that would become 11 minus 8 is 3, 8 minus 5 is 3, 7 minus 7 is 0, 8 minus 1 is 70. So hopefully that would be $70.33. I'll just come up here and check it real fast just to make sure I did it right. $87.91 minus $17.58, $70.33. Okay, so now we've got our discount here. We've got our sale price here. So remember, take the discount away from the regular price. That gives you the sale price. All right, now we get to the sales tax part, okay? The 6.75%. Again, you got to move the decimal over 2 places, so you move it over 1, 2 that way. So that would be 0.0675, okay? 0.0675. And that would be $70.33. We're just moving that over again. Go multiply those together. So 70.33. I got that on my calculator already, I think. 70.33 times 0.0675. That'd be okay. Well, then we get that's good. This is a good one to talk about. Okay. So see, we got all this stuff going on here, but the number we really need to look at is that number right after the 4, and that's that 7. Is that 5 or higher? And you say yes. So since it's yes, we got to round it up 1 penny. Okay, so instead of $4.74, we're going to round it up 1 penny. So the tax would be $4.75. All right. So again, to change that to a decimal, move it back 2 places to the left. So you got 1, 2, which means you got to add a 0 in front of it. So it's 0.0675. And rounding wise, we're going to round up to $4.75. Okay, last step here. Okay, you've got to take the sale price, which is this one, and the tax, which is this one. And what do you do to get the total? So total means add.
So we're going to take that one, and we're going to add them together. Take the sale price, which is $70.33, plus the $4.75, and of course that's 8, that's 10, that's 1, so that's 7, so it should be $75.08 total. Now, we did talk a little bit about an equation you can do for this, okay, if it just gave you like the sales tax and you're wanting to get the total. So if you're wanting to write the equation for this and just skip this step right here, you would say y equals 1.0675x. And you can take the 70.33 and put it in there, and that would give you the 75.08. So let's just check that and make sure it works. So 70.33 times 1.0675, and you can see it gives you $75. And again, since we've got a 7 there, we would round that up to 8 cents. Okay, $75.08. All right. Let's go down to the simple interest question, baby. That's I equals PRT. You like to party? I like to party. Everybody likes to party. Okay. So I equals PRT. Remember, the I stands for interest, the P stands for principal, the R stands for rate, the T stands for time. So I'm going to multiply those together, and that gives us the interest. We're also going to go with the total and the monthly payment. So let's take a look at our problem we got down here. Let's scoop my camera down a little bit. Okay. All right. So now we're good. All right. So we're going to get our interest.
our total, and our monthly payment. And we're going to do all this real fast. All right, so I equals PRT, the I party formula. So our principal is $14,987. That's how much we're going to borrow. 60 months. In this part, we need to change it to years. So, of course, 60 months is 5 years. So, in this part over here, we're going to use the 5. And then that, of course, if we change that to a decimal, we'll move it over 2 places to the left. So, that'd be boom, boom, 0.0475 for the rate. Okay. So, that's the principal. This is the time. That's the rate. Okay. So, whichever order you do them, it doesn't really matter because you're multiplying them. So, let's multiply them together here. $14,987 is what we're borrowing. 0.0475 is the rate for 5 years. And the State Employees Credit Union is going to make $3,559.41 on us because there's a 2 right there. We do not need to round it up. $3,559.41. Okay. Again, make sure you put your comma there if you're typing it in. Okay. All right, to get the total, of course, total again means add. It's an add word just like it was in the previous problem. But in this one, we're adding the interest and the principal together. So principal plus interest. So the principal was $14,987. The interest is what we just found right here. The $3,559.41. So that's my interest. So I'm adding those two together, the principal plus interest. All right, so again, I'll bring my little calculator up over here. $14,987 is the principal plus the interest that we just got right here, $3,559.41. So you can see all together, the total that we're actually going to pay back on that loan is $18,546.41. So I'm just get that over. $18,546.41. Okay, so we got the interest. We added that back to the principal. We got the total, and then we add the principal and interest together. The last step is we're going to take it over here and divide by the number of months. So if you look right here, of course, it says we're going to make 60 monthly payments. So right here, we're going to divide that by 60. So $18,546.41 divided by 60. And I can just keep that number on my calculator right there and divide it by 60. And that looks like I'm going to be paying $309. And that's a 10 with a 6 after it. So since there's a 6 right there, that's 5 or higher. So it means that's going to be $309 and not just 10 cents, but $309.11 because I have to round it up. $309.11. Okay, so we're about halfway through this, and you can see we've got those. Let's flip it on over to the back and hit one of those real fast. Okay, great commission question. We just worked on this. This is the last thing we've done, so this should go pretty quick. So she's got 7% commission and $6 per hour. But since she worked 36 hours last week and $836 worth of jewelry, so the percent of commission goes with what she sold right here. So that would be 836 times 0.07. So we'll do that real fast. 836 times 0.07 is 58.52 for that. So that's how much she made in commission. Now she's going to earn $6 an hour, and she worked 36 hours. So we're going 36 hours times $6 an hour. So 36 times $6 an hour means she's going to make $216 from that. Okay. How much money did she earn altogether? So then we've got to add those up. So just add the commission part plus the salary part. So 216 plus 58.52, that's $274.52. 274.52. All right. So there's the commission stuff. Gratuity, of course, different places you leave 15% tip or 18% tip or whatever it might be. So remember, gratuity and tip are the same thing. So if your bill's $46.72 and you're going to leave in 15% tip, okay, if you want to know how much the tip is, you would multiply it by 0.15. So 46.72 times 0.15, which is 15%. That means basically you're going to leave $7, and that would round up to 1 cent. Okay, so that would be what you do if you just want to know how much the tip is. If you want to know the total, of course, we talked about the equation would be y equals 1.15x, and you would just take and multiply the 1.15 times 46.72, and that would tell you the total altogether. So if you do 1.15x times 46.72, that tells you should leave altogether, you'd be paying $53.73. Again, you round it up because there's an 8 right there, so 53.73 would be how much you would spend altogether. Okay, so that's just the tip. That is how much you spend altogether. All right, and lastly, okay, finish this up real fast. Kmart had some Christmas ornaments they wanted to get rid of, so they put them on a 70% markdown. If each ornament was regularly priced at $12.49, how much would 5 ornaments cost after the markdown? All right, so the first thing I would do, since I know there are 5 of those, I would do $12.49 times 5 to see how much all 5 of them would cost at the regular price. Okay, so $12.49 times 5. All right, so if you had to pay full price for them, you'd pay $62.45. However, you're not paying full price for them. You're getting 70% off. Okay, so 70% off of that. So $62.45 times 0.70 will tell you how much you're going to get off of that. So you're going to get off $43.72. Again, because there's a 5 there, you got to round that up to a 2. So you're going to save $43.72. Okay, so that's your markdown. So $62.45 subtract $43.72 will tell you how much they'll cost. So $62.45 minus the $43.72 you're going to save means you're going to pay $18.73. That's $18.73. That's about the year Miss Faust was born. All right. All right. So I'm feeling good. Hope you're feeling good. This gives you a little review of everything here. It's going to be coming up on the test. Percent of error is the only thing that's left down here. It's really the same as percent of change. Instead of doing change over original, you would do change over actual. Different there. Instead of change
over original, change over actual. You people are smart enough to figure that out. Okay. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you feel all right. And we're going, of course, be doing some more review questions here. So make sure you got that and write your work down. See what you come up with. All right. If you got any questions, let me know. Ooh, I feel good. Peace out. Girl Scout. Ciao for now. Big brown cow. See you later, alligator.